to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Grant. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to the end zone real fast.
Looking to throw. Davison. That's caught by Howard. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
You got nothing. Get it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 yards there, first down.
Come on, set.
Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Hey, lock it. Kill. Swing. Ready.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
18.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? Hey, ball.
Now Trubisky on first down. The quick slant caught. A very solid gain of 27. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They come out here in the I. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Here's Trubisky. Flushed out right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Bears on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third and goal.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Hey, Irvin. Mike, 55. Mike, 55.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They try again with Cohen. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Mike 56. Hey, Mike 7. Strip that ball. 56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. And he hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect on the game.
Just the first connection, Ryan to Jones there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
the 34-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Alert, alert. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, seam 6. You don't want it.
Now it's Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You gotta get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Throwing to start the drive. Davison. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Davison. That one is caught by Hunt. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards the pickup there.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for him.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
That's going to be a long day. Mark 56. Hey, Delta. 56.
Now Trubisky. Jones has it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Trubisky will throw. That is caught by Cohen. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Khalil Mack getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Chicago. Oh boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
I can't believe they let you play.
On 1st and 10, Davison throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Alpha.
To throw again. Davison nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bilal Nichols. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On now, Kaiser, the punter, sending it away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On 1st down, Cohen. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Back.
2nd and 3. When the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Mack Wilson in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
3rd and 12.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Bravo.
56. Watch the curve. 56 to Mike.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. Looking downfield for Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Five. Let's get it together.
Fourth down. Here's Trubisky. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Hall. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Back to throw. Davison. Going to throw right side here, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Exit. Ready.
Throwing again. Davison to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but now it'll be third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Davison. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Tighten up, tighten up.
He may try and run for this. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, first and goal.
5 down, stand up in. Showing up. Check nickel.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Cam Newton taking it in. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week one. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week one. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Hey.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Second and 12 at the 27-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Again, it's Cohen. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. And they try to sweep to Jones. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Fielded at about the 28. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. They're on to the fourth quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. And the Lions have now taken the lead in that ball game. A win would be their first of the young season. They'll run on 1st down. Grant, he's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Slam. 20.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. Now the ball comes loose, and this is picked up by the Bears. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Trubisky now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand.